Hello everyone. So I just wanted to record this message about the gene keys. I'm looking forward to opening this study group about the gene keys. A few people asked me to do that. And so just briefly, it's hard to describe gene keys. If you have ever done human design or numerology, of course astrology, it is somewhat similar, but still quite different. I find that gene keys encompass and hold a lot in them. They're way more bigger than the astrology or the human design. So yeah, it's hard to describe, but I'll try quickly describe it. So we know there is a knowledge, like there's scientific knowledge, there is all kinds of knowledge. Then there is a way to know things through intuition. And also there's another way to know things is through revelation. And so for that's when a memory of something comes up through you and you clearly remember things and who you are and about the world and everything. And so I would call Gene Keys is a revelation as a whole truth that holds within itself many different other truths, and it's coming together. So that's as a revelation of all the teachings. This is a code, the pattern that exists in everything. If we look at the nature, science, anything, music, we see patterns embedded everywhere and in our lives. So Gene Keys based on 64 patterns. There are ratios, they're divine ratios, like the 8 octaves in music, or in plant life, in fractal geometry, in Fibonacci's. That's all is the pattern, the code, and it's in our DNA. So Gene Keys has codes that made of 64 codons, so 64 keys that is embedded in our DNA. Even smartphones are based on 64-bit technology. So it's everywhere there, but the patterns, the codes, the numbers, precise mathematics is in everything, especially in your birth information. But it's invisible and we don't see it unless we are plugged into those codes. It consists of multiple algorithms that run throughout the cosmos and that run throughout your life. But again, they're invisible unless we really consciously connect into them. So we recreated our version of those patterns and codes in the form of internet. Basically, all universe is like internet, and all we have done, we copied what already exists. So everything is interconnected and intertwined together. So the Gene Keys is the exploration of those codes, of those patterns, the archetypes, and we all have certain archetypes or certain energies, and each person has 11 in their hologenetic profile. So those are highly embedded in that person and expressed. And so as we learn the Gene Keys, so basically the person who transmitted the Gene Keys put all the truths in a kind of psychology or ideology, I don't know even how to call it, some system that we can understand, and it's in our codes, it's in our DNA. And there are three levels to that. In every code we have 3 layers, three words, and that is shadow, which is an our gift, and the siddhi is a Sanskrit word, which is the highest expression of that energy. So, and in the Gene Keys, we kind of unpack those words and those codes that are within us. And every shadow, there are 64 shadows, 64 codes. They all are the expression of the victim state. Is when we are stuck, when we stay in suffering. So those are the words that represent shadows, like, for example, judgment, opinion, struggle, etc. So we discover those inside, and then we are going into the gift. So that's where we discover what is our real gift, and then what is the highest expression of that same energy, for example, judgment. And so Gene Keys provide us with these layers to work with those understandings in our lives. And also there are different sequences in the Gene Keys. So biggest sequence is called activation, which is about the purpose, the whole purpose in life. Then there is a Venus sequence, which is about your relationships, love, and the traumas that were received in childhood. And then there is prosperity sequence. How do we prosper? And it's not only about money, but it's about a lot of many other things. And so as we discover that, we can connect more to our life purpose, because that's what it is about. We're talking about what is my life's work, what am I here to do, how am I here to shine into the world. Then what is my evolution, how am I here, and what am I here to learn, what is my radiance, what makes me healthy and happy, and what is my purpose. Purpose that was deeply fulfilling me. So I invite you to think about that and write back to me if you have any questions. But we are going to start our study group just the beginning of May, and I hope you can join us. It will be once a week, a weekly call on Telegram for a couple of hours. It's very easygoing, flowing, come when you can, and leave when you have to. And then I have a recording of them so you can listen at any time. So I'll hope to see you there. Bye for now.